Hello, YouTube. It's your boy Mike the Pilot coming at you again with another television show review. And the television show today that I will be reviewing is called The Family Chantel. It's on its fourth season. This is episode one that I will be reviewing. And let me get started. The main stars of the Family Chantel is of course Pedro, and then also Chantel as well. And these two stars were in some of the earlier portions of 90 Day Fiance, and I used to watch the season that they were on, and also some of the previous seasons of this show as well. So I just wanted to kind of tag in and talk a little bit about the episode that I saw today. Started off pretty interesting. I didn't know if it was gonna have a slow start or not, but they kind of went right into it. You know, they finished off with the last season with Pedro's sister Nicole getting in a big fight with Pedro and also Chantel and her family. At one point, Nicole was trying to throw drinks on them. Security had to pretty much carry her out of the dining place that they were eating at. A lot of stuff happened with Chantel's sister Winter, like her somewhat ex fiance, because he acts like he doesn't remember that he had proposed to her. Suddenly started acting very controlling. She had to cut him off. So it was just a lot of stuff going on in the third season. So this season started off kind of where season three left off. Mainly starting off with Pedro. He's out in the backyard. He's working out. Chantel is coming to him. She's pretty much saying like, "Hey, I don't think it's right that you and your sister aren't talking. Maybe you want to, maybe want to work things out with your sister and that kind of thing." Which is good because like for the most part, most families they have lots of fights and arguments, but at the end of the day, you're still family, still want to keep everybody together, that kind of thing. So she was, I think she was doing, good and trying to encourage her husband to, maybe try to mend things with her, with his sister. But if you would have saw how his sister ended things on season three and even is now, it's just too toxic. She just too uncooperative and just very disrespectful to Pedro's wife, and just in general. It's like you can't really um it's kind of hard to meet middle ground with somebody that's not trying to be cooperative, and then on top of that just consistently saying mean spirited stuff, mean spirited stuff to you and your wife and their family and that kind of thing. You kind of need somebody with a softer heart that's willing to meet you, or at least feels like they've done something wrong and they're willing to meet you at the middle ground and work things out. But she's just, she's not at that portion, right in her life right now. So anyway, she tried to talk to Pedro and he just kind of blew off. He was ignoring her. He wasn't really paying attention and that kind of thing, and she felt really hurt by it. I mean, I really understand because it's kind of like he's taking his anger out on her because of what happened. Because I guess he feels like if she wasn't in his life, that would have never happened. But I mean, I really just feel like his sister is just kind of jealous that he, because I feel like before he met Chantel, they probably were like really close family. He probably was taking care of his sister's mother, and then when Chantel came, they probably feel like this is like a invasion on the time and love that they would have with their brother ordinarily. But at some point he has to move on. He can't marry them. So I mean it's just kind of ridiculous. So anyway, he's mostly taking it out on Chantel, ignoring her, just being very rude. Then he went back to the DR. He's in DR. She's calling him, check up on him, saying that she loves him. He acting like he don't even care. Um, she trying to make sure that he's not like messing around with her or something like that. So I don't know, like, why is he acting like they're just taking all his anger out on her? She has nothing to do with it. She's been like nothing but nice to him and his family. They just been constantly for the most part, kind of harassing her. So you have that going on. So we'll start off with that kind of fiery. Just you can just tell Chantel and Pedro are just kind of in it and that kind of thing. So it goes from there, and then they kind of creep over into showing you what's going on with Winter. Winter and River, they're walking with Chantel to get into a car. There's like these balloons and flowers in the car, and they're trying to figure out like who sent this here. So her ex boyfriend Job somehow, I guess he had delivered flowers to her, so he's trying to talk to her again, and she acts like she's kind of scared, like she doesn't really want anything to do with him. It's almost like kind of stalkerish. even though technically she probably still has some feelings for him, but it just seems very like borderline stalkerish. So it's kind of like, if she's like, I mean, at the end of the day, if she's done with you, she's done with you. Just move on, dude. Don't go into this dark path and bring this dark energy. She's not feeling you. It is what it is. You messed up. Just move on. But to him, I guess he feel like he's gonna win her back. But it ain't gonna happen doing like that. That's not the way to go about it. So anyway, Chantel takes the flowers. She tells Winter to throw it on the ground. Um, you should have got rid of these things a long time ago. Winter was acting like, she didn't know what to do with it. But I secretly think that she left it in there because she kind of still loves him and misses him. She probably just hasn't been romantic or like really seeing anybody else. Well, I take back. Originally, I thought that. But what you're gonna find out later on is that she actually did find somebody else. She met like a Nigerian guy that she's talking to now. So I can't really say that. So I don't know if she probably still just heard about how the way things ended. She still kind of has like a piece of him. But I mean, it's kind of unfair to me to the Nigerian guy because at some point you got to kind of move on. If you wanted to get back with him, she might as well just accept his invitation, do the flowers, and get back with him. It could be that she's afraid what her family would say. Like maybe her family will look down upon her because she's kind of getting back into a toxic relationship. But either way, I feel like yeah, she needs to just move on, get rid of that, and move on with this new Nigerian guy who really seems like he seems like a great guy. Seems like they're gonna have like really good connection. So the other big thing was Winter was also trying to do this. There's this surgery to help you, like I guess they remove part of your stomach to help you lose weight. So she saw this woman online that calls herself like the Barbie or like the weight loss Barbie or something like that. So the woman had the same type of surgery. She lost like a ton of weight. Like the woman probably used to weigh, I'm just gonna guess, probably was weighing like 400 pounds or something. And now if you look at her, she looked like she probably weighed barely 100 pounds. So she lost like a lot of weight. So it really encouraged Winter, and so Winter is really looking towards doing that. So and yeah, she's gonna go ahead with the surgery. I'm kind of curious to see how it's gonna work, how she's gonna look, but in the meantime, she's trying to prepare because the surgery is actually gonna take place in Mexico in Tijuana, even though right now, well, technically the show is taped previously, and I say that because from what I've been hearing, Tijuana's gotten pretty bad. There's a lot of like violence down there, especially with like, a lot of people kind of struggling there because of COVID. It's a little dangerous, but either way, they got down there and they're like looking for like the doctor and all that kind of stuff, getting supplies ready and all those things. So you have that going on, and then what they did is they shifted to Nicole, Pedro's sister, to see what she's been up to because previously she had got rid of her boyfriend at the time. I think on the last season his name was Alejandro. She broke up with him. Her mom didn't like him for whatever reason. Like her mom just doesn't like any of the spouses that they're or any of the boyfriends or girlfriends that her children picks for some reason. Could be because she's kind of lonely and those are like her only kind of companions, and now that they all found, significant others, she's kind of like lonely and that kind of thing. So that could be the reason for it. She just kind of hurt and kind of feels kind of lonely. So I mean, which I can understand. But either way, Alejandro's still trying to get back with her. Nicole even had admitted that if it wasn't for her family, she would get back with him. She like really, really likes him. I think she should just go ahead and do it. If that's who she wants to be with. I understand she wants to like be keep her connection with her mom, but at the end of the day, eventually when you get married, you gotta get married to somebody that you really, want to be married to. I mean, it's really your choice at the end of the day. I mean, and I just feel like your parents need to kind of respect whoever you kind of choose. If you're in love with this person, I mean, it is what it is. They should just kind of support you. I do understand sometimes some people sometimes choose to be with some very toxic people, but there was nothing really toxic about this guy. I just don't, like I said, I don't understand why her mom didn't really like him. But I kind of suspect maybe they'll probably wind up getting back together. Um, so so overall, that's kind of what majority of the episode was about. They just kind of, since this is the first episode, they're trying to get you back. They try to do like a, you know, they try to get you back in the mind state of what happened in season 3, introduce the all the main cast once again, let you know where they're currently at, and left some really spicy scenes at the end, to let you know what's kind of coming. So I don't want to keep this video long, but that's my take on Family Chantel season 4 episode 1. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree with me on a lot of these points, you disagree with me. Leave comments in the comment section at the bottom. Please hit the notification bell. Please hit the thumbs up button. And just let me know what you think. And until next time, this is your boy Mike the Pilot signing off. Bye, YouTube.